Good afternoon, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and we have even more super heavy support in the form of a V-Jump promo. We don't have the effects yet, they're still classified to our knowledge, but we have a new level 4, and honestly, I kind of just want to keep talking about Super Heavy Samurais. I think the support we got was even better than I originally thought. When I read them the first time, I was like, oh, okay, cool. These cards are like really, really good. They boost the consistency of the deck. But I didn't really think they added like much to it. And then I watched all the combo videos and I'm like, holy shit, this shit's broken. It's like the next Naturia when it comes to like the wave of support so broken that other decks play it. Like this card boosts, well, not this card in particular, but the new Super Heavy Samurai wave just boosts not only Super Heavy Samurais into like rogue status, but it also puts a whole bunch of pendulum strategies in notice now. Like all the pendulum decks can play these cards because they're generic and they don't lock you. And I didn't realize that. And these cards are kind of insane, honestly. It's like Monkey Board, but it's Super Heavy Samurais. And that's kind of insane, honestly. So I'm really happy to say that Super Heavy Samurais is a good pendulum engine now. I never thought I'd be saying those words, but hey, that's pretty insane. So that's just my opinions. This is my thoughts. This is going to be a quick video. Like I said, there is no effects. This monster's stats, I think, are like 1500 attack, which doesn't matter because it's Super Heavy Samurai, so they attack in defense position. And it's like defense isn't that big either. I think it's like 1500 defense. Really cool artwork. It looks like a police officer. That's what it looks like right now. Like I said, the effects are classified. I wish I could go over the effects with you. But again, it is classified, so we don't know until they reveal it. But I think the V-Jump promos, these last two that haven't came out yet, but they are coming out, are pretty good. I think the new B Trooper Bug Monster, the big level, I think it's like 8. I mean, that one's pretty solid. And hopefully this one's good too. I love the artwork. I love the colors. Let's just hope and pray it's really good. It does say jacking up the attack. It does say jacking up Super Heavy Samurai archetype. So it might be just an attack booster, which wouldn't be the worst thing. I know everyone's like, oh, just another attack booster. Well, it's still not making the deck great. But again, don't forget, Super Heavy Samurais is an OTK deck. This deck's whole gimmick is that they hit you really, really hard with a defense position monster and kick the shit out of you. So that's the whole gimmick of this deck. So I wouldn't mind an attack booster. As long as it's like a ridiculously good attack booster. That's just my opinion. No, but I'm really happy with Konami. I feel like ever since the wave of support of Super Heavy Samurais that we got with the Link Monster, with Scarecrow, that whole wave, and since on, every Super Heavy Samurai card they released has been a banger. I think all these cards really revitalize his archetype. And I know people are like, well, this deck's like Naturia. Why do we need more of it, right? Like, Naturia had like 50 cards in its archetype. Why are they getting 3 new cards? How about like Evil Swarm? They haven't gotten cards ever. And I kind of agree with that. Those cards do need support. But I'm glad they're making archetypes that even with those 40 cards were kind of like wasted. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Super Heavy Samurais, but there's so many bad cards in that archetype that you don't even play. And that just makes me happy that they're like, okay, let's go back. Oh, we know we made a whole bunch of shit cards. Let's just actually give them some good shit. And then we don't have to touch the archetype for a while. I am perfectly fine with that. The Naturia's had the great support. I think now Super Heavy Samurais are getting this treatment, which is really, really amazing. Because don't forget, Super Heavy Samurais are during Arc 5. So it is a Pendulum era deck. And before this new wave, we had maybe 1 or 2 Pendulum monsters. And the entire archetype. It felt like Fluffles. Fluffles, if you don't know, are a fusion OTK deck. It's one of my favorite decks of all time. Probably the most favorite deck. And they have like random ass like Pendulum monsters. Which gives me hope that if Konami is making Pendulum support for this deck, then who knows, maybe Fluffles will get better Pendulum support. And that'll become a Pendulum engine. Who knows? Anyway, take care.